Alright, Tail Gunner here again. We're back at the Dosewallips trailhead. It's been a couple months. Last time I was up here, had on a short sleeve shirt and everything. I was going in for a couple of nights. Today we're going in just for the day, and today instead of having short sleeve shirt, I've got on heavy coat, and we are facing with snow. Been a couple days since the snow fell, but I actually had to wait a couple days to get out here with my sedan since I don't have a four-wheel drive vehicle. And not quite sure how far we're going to get up today. We're only here doing a day hike, of course, and have limited hours, and I expect to see some trail damage. I already had to go over or around one tree that someone else had cleared out just getting here to the trailhead, so probably not going very far today, but only got about 5 hours of daylight left, so 2.5 hours in, 2.5 hours out. I, of course, have all the required stuff, the 10 essentials. Do have a light in case I have to come out at dusk. Do have an emergency blanket in case something really bad happens, but my son knows where I am, so I have followed the golden rule of letting someone else know where I am and when I expect to be back. And of course I do have my Garmin inReach with me so I can contact people. Alright, so I'm gonna head up the trail and see what we encounter today. Alright, you can see we've not gone, well, you can't see we've not gone far, but we haven't gone far, and haven't gained a whole lot of elevation yet, but the trail is now going from the bare road bed to a little bit heavier covering of snow, and there are a lot of footprints here, probably from President's Day weekend. We are just after President's Day weekend. But I'm also seeing here on the side a lot of non-footprints. Probably some older hoof prints. I haven't seen any real fresh hoof prints, but they're obviously around. We're still fairly low elevation. I think we're only about 600 feet elevation here. We actually stayed low up until Elkhorn, which is a good 1.5 miles from here. Right after Elkhorn, the trail does start climbing, and we'll see what type of snow conditions we get once we start gaining in some elevation. I hope to get at least past Elkhorn. May not go a whole lot further just because of daylight time, and obviously wanting to get out of here before it gets dark and everything, but we'll see where we get to today. All right, another 1,000 yards down the trail, and we are still going from these patches of bare road or bare trail where there's basically no tree cover to, again, fairly not deep snow by any means, but covering of snow across the trail, broken up by tracks of everyone who was out here over the past weekend. So I think this will be the pattern that will continue for the next mile or two till we start gaining some real elevation. Tail Gunner here. We have made it to our first checkpoint, and I'll turn the camera around. We'll say you can see that we have made it to Elkhorn, and this is the sign seen in other videos, so you can compare that back to my Trailhead to those Forks video. Show you, then I'm going to shut up because there's no point in me talking and trying to describe the beauty that is here, and I cannot do it any justice, so I'm not going to try. And now, as I said, I'm going to shut up and just head on up the trail here. And the camera's complaining it's going to run out of battery. So I'm just going to film until it shuts off. All right, Tail Gunner here, back in the car, obviously, and have hooked the phone up to power. Sorry about that. Thought I had more power on the phone than I did. I charged it up 2 days ago and thought I might go out a day earlier, so that's what happened. But anyway, after the phone cut off, hiked about another mile, mile and a half, because the trail from Elkhorn goes up for about a steady, gentle climb for about a mile and a half, and so I followed that mile and a half up to where the trail crested, and then had a Snickers bar, and turned around and head back instead of going back down and dip on the other side. Snow never got that deep. Snow maybe one inch, maybe an inch and a half thereabouts. So overall, a nice day. It's still got an hour before sunset, so I'm out plenty of time. And now I can let everyone know that I've survived and they can stop worrying about me. All right, well, until our next adventure, we'll see you.